9 o'clock Monday morning, about to hop on this phone call. Not quite 9 o'clock because I would be late. Today we got a lot of stuff, a lot of meetings, filming with Adam, Christchurch meeting. I need to get Lindsay's edit done. It's a highlight reel, so I got all the footage this weekend and have been going through it to find the moments because I need to turn all of her shows into 90 seconds of like the best stuff. It's pretty hard to communicate like all the things I need to communicate, but yeah, going with a couple of her catchphrases and trying to match to that. That's been one of the things in doing client video work that's like really interesting, is trying to pick up the client's vibe and shape the project around what they're into and their voice as much as I can, because everything kind of comes out like me, which I think is a benefit. And another thing I'd like to poke a little bit at today is my reel for Shelves and Staples. As it stands, if you go to shelvesandstaples.com, there's a bunch of projects. They're pretty random. There's stuff I did for the church. There's personal projects, whatever. I want to put together a reel and be like, this is the kind of stuff you could get, and start shaping some like packages and numbers so that people could go there and be like, oh, I can spend $1,500 and get Josh for a couple days, and he can put together a project that's like 2 minutes or so, depending on the complexity. It's July 9th. I'd like to land 2 new video projects this month. And I've got the programming work through the end of the month at least, so good traction, good progress. Surprising nobody at the call. I got the time wrong. It's in another hour, so I can't go to it because I'm bad at scheduling things. Today, really missing my RX100. I found one for $500, which is half off on Facebook Market, but can't justify that just yet. Especially on days where like a casual shoot that could use a second camera, but like it's very optional, is a great example of a time when that it's dumb, but the little pocket shoot, it puts out video that's like totally easy to mix with much nicer cameras. And yeah, it provides a quick way to get a second angle without carrying lots of cameras with me or having to worry about multiple tripods or whatever, because it can sit on top of a book. Anyway, time to pack up. So I don't remember if I mentioned this, but XOXO is coming up, and they did the lottery last week. And because we've been strapped and work's been so slow, I actually applied for the subsidized pass. They have a bunch of passes they do for free for folks that can't afford to go. It's an expensive conference, so it's a great way to increase the diversity of backgrounds in the thing, whether that's just artists and people that don't have a lot of cash around versus like programmers like me that typically have a lot of money, Anyway, the point is, I went ahead and applied for the subsidized pass, even though it was a little embarrassing, and I said in the thing, I was like, hey, I am like a white guy with tons of privilege, and these passes should totally go to people that are underserved in these communities, but I don't have any cash and I'd love to go. Anyway, as I was recording that last bit, I just got the notification that not only did I like win in the lottery and got in, but they're also awarding me a subsidized pass, which is really cool. So I'm grateful to Andy and Andy, 2 dudes that run that conference and festival, and their hard work trying to make sure to do the best event possible, including letting people participate that don't have the cash to, which in this instance is me. Super cool. Here's me sitting on the steps. We're in 4K, so we can punch in on his face. Not like punching. Okay, got everything I need for Adam's shoot. He's running a little bit behind, but everything's cool and set up, so you should be able to just run in and start talking.
See you soon.
Killed it, dropping mics, in and out, what's up? There you go, boom, in and out, one and done. We were about 20 minutes. not bad considering sometimes those take an hour, hour and a half even. Now time for a meeting. Okay, just kidding. I'm not going to remember to take any footage of the meeting or coming home from the meeting. Coming home from the meeting, hilariously, I got on the Max the wrong way and ended up like just taking a nice little, hour 15 or so Max trip. It's delightful. Now headed in to see my nurse practitioner. Now remember, a nurse practitioner, well, at least for me, that's the person that does the prescription for meds. And then a therapist, that's the person that you talk to about your feelings. I need one of those actually. But my nurse practitioner helps me just renew my prescription for lamictal. Hey there. The house is a mess. I still have a bunch of work to do. And I'm generally feeling a little annoyed at everything. But I have a porch to work on with good Wi-Fi. A little Google Home thing, playing some Drake music. And beautiful weather.